How about now, Rob? Might take a second.
Here's a picture.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
The little red light comes on when it's on.
Okay, let's go ahead and call the
Parker's here.
July 21st, 2025 Tipton Utility Service Board meeting to order. The first item on the agenda, the minutes from the last meeting.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as submitted.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept the minutes as presented. We have any further discussion before we vote? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Next, we'll go to claims.
Make a motion to pay claims 26,757 through 27,811 for $962,230.40.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve claims as submitted. Any comments or concerns there? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Moving into charge-offs, presented the 5 charge-offs in total of $1,052.12. Pretty nondescript. Folks that have either skipped town or were no longer able to get a hold of. Look for approval from the board.
Here comes Peter.
There he is.
Dock his pay.
Welcome.
He's on the charge-off list.
There you go. Do we have any questions or comments regarding this charge-off report as submitted?
I make a motion, we approve charge-offs as submitted.
Second.
Thank you. We've got a motion and a second to approve the charge-offs as submitted. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Up to the delinquent report, looks like. Is that where you're going to start, or we're going somewhere else?
I sent out the spreadsheet. It's got all the numbers on it. There were 3 pretty large ones on there that we will get paid for. It's just a couple blips in the process on their end or ours, but it's more or less in line with previous months. So.
Wondered if that wasn't going to be kind of a seasonal type of a hill and valley as well.
Could be. Not sure what happened. One of them was the car dealer out west, and they pay religiously. So I don't know if they had a change in accounting or a change in their procedures, or we'll get to the bottom of it. Not concerned there. And then one at the trailer park, we tend to chase once a year and get a bag of money from them. So. And just a few other matters will get you out of here quickly, probably. On the safety front, we do have arc flash safety training, very, very electric specific. I've sit through that one before. It's very, very good reminder of all of our folks that work around electric panels, what can happen when the wrong things touch the wrong things at the same time. So we'll do that Wednesday. I wanted to note that board member Parker Woods is going to have a conversation with our third-party IT folks at LEAP. Is that tomorrow, Parker?
Yep, tomorrow at 10.
And we've been trying to get him hooked up since he became a board member, and he has a lot more technical savvy about that stuff than most of us here. And I think you'll get a lot out of it too, Parker, to understand what we're doing. I've given you some of the information just to give you an idea of what the charges are and how they do it. So please ask good questions and report back to all of us.
Good. Thank you for taking that on.
On the HR front, the city and utility met earlier today with our insurance rep for health insurance. We're up for renewal on or about September 1st. And so we try to get ahead of that just to see what's going on with the market and things. And a couple of interesting points. Don and I sat in that on behalf of the utility. So we've been with IU Health for the last 2, 3, maybe 4 years. And I walked in there assuming we'd have a renewal with IU Health. Well, apparently they're getting out the health insurance.
Yeah.
So that was surprise number one. Even better surprise is that it appears we're going to head towards an Anthem policy of equal or even better value. And the basic changes the employees will see is a new insurance card and a couple of anomalies within the pricing structure, but no increase. In fact, the deductibles went down a little bit, so I think we were pleasantly surprised. Don, what else
Yeah,
did you hear?
no, just monetarily, no impact on the employees. So that was, and no premium increase. So that both positives, I thought, in that respect. So,
Is the,
Doug, he's still doing
Yes.
Yes.
is the coverage very similar?
Almost exactly
Yeah.
the
Okay.
same. Yes, yes. And they actually had a few add-on benefits if we so desired, to some employee assistance and some other things. And we'll probably leave that up to the mayor and the city to decide for all of us if we want to do that. But it looked like a nice, clean program. And Anthem, of course, big time. So
Is it just one selected for everyone, or do the employees get to choose any options, or?
the overall program is one size is for everybody. You don't get to really do it a la carte. But then I guess you could not get dental or vision coverage if you didn't want it. It's pretty basic coverage, and the city takes care of most of the premium, and it's really very limited, minimal out of pocket, which is encouraging to help us maintain our employee base.
it. Lynn takes care of that, doesn't he?
Yeah, the city oversees the city and utility civil employees. And I think this includes police and fire as well. But now they have different retirement stuff, but for health insurance, we're all under the same, about 100 employees in total. So,
it was encouraging, and that's not always the result of an insurance discussion. So,
a couple items on the drinking water front. We are going to pull well number 5, which is right here at the city plant. It's a really deep well. It's a submersible pump, and in the next couple months, it's due for its 10-year pull and replace program, and it's going to be about $35,000 to $40,000, depending on what they find out once they get in there. It's pretty typical what we've seen. Actually, a little bit on the lower side cost-wise than what we've seen on some of the others.
So we're very fortunate to have Peerless.
Peerless right here in town.
That's it.
Yep.
They've been doing it for here
For a
forever.
long time. And they
Yeah,
know our
long
system, and they have all,
time.
keep good records, and good partner. And then I think I mentioned, we had a filter inspection out west, and the bottoms of the filter that hold up all the different layers of media. There's a concern from the manufacturer that after 15 years, we may want to do deeper dive inspections and find out what's going on with deterioration and rusting. And so we're working on that with Peerless as well. That's one of the services they offer. So nothing more than report than other. We met with Peerless, and we kind of mapping out a game plan between their people and ours on next steps, and we'll get in there and see what's going on. So what will probably happen if we decide to do some repairs and modifications, because you pull the media out, you just replace it with new media, which is a good program to have after 15 years. And especially if we have a new customer that's going to use a lot of water, we want to get that done ahead of them coming online. So stay tuned there. And then I sent you a nice picture too. The south water tower finally got clean. I know we've been working on that for a while. And I think I mentioned that Jeff Hurd had negotiated a no-cost option with our tank maintenance and painting contractor. They're very interested in doing maintenance on the west tower.
Okay.
And Jeff said, well, if you help us out, we probably give you good consideration. So that's what's happened here.
Good.
So a couple project updates. If you've been out by the triangle, out where Jefferson Street, Old 28 comes at 200 South, you see F&Ks out there working diligently. We have our sights set on a mid-September of turning everything on and getting that system up and running, and then we'll be able to decommission the old west wastewater plant. So that's coming together nicely. We had about a 2-3 month delay on the valve delivery. Everything's here, all the underground work's done, and now it's just electrical and then start up and clean up.
Am I needing dirt?
I think it was last week I saw them, a couple of spots they were doing something. They're on 28. Were they
So
cleaning lines?
Yeah,
or-
along the line that runs along 28, the 5 miles line, every once in a while you'll see an air release valve structure. So they were going in and putting the finishing touches on a
Oh,
handful
okay.
of those. That's what you probably.
I figured
saw.
it was something like
Yep.
that, but
Yeah, because when that line does this and on the
Yeah.
high points, you get air in there. So you want to put an air relief on the high point, let it burp and get rid of the air, and that keeps the pressure off the
Yeah.
flow and helps things flow nicely. So. And then on the water tower, we expect the electrician to show up first week of August, and they got about 2 weeks worth of work. And then we'll start talking about filling that water tower, putting it into use. And once we do that, then we have some work inside the treatment plant. We're going to put a new backwash pump that we have already procured, getting the electrical, some control work done there, and we'll have that set by this fall. Everything will be up and running there. So, but the tower will go online and be in use during all the other work we have to do.
Same electrician
Nope,
from Tipton?
different electrician. So, and then if you're over along East Street by Park 100, you'll start seeing the street contractor getting ready to move over and start the work over there. And they did get West Street almost completely paved. You're not driving on it yet, correct?
Sidewalks, there's-
Yeah, first layer on it.
It does not look like a war zone anymore, at least. And
A little safer to walk.
yeah. And I think they have to put asphalt in the walking path. Would be one of the next steps too. They've got it dug out and ready.
That'll be, I think he said the same top layer that goes on the street, goes on the path.
Okay,
So they won't pave it till
gotcha.
you're doing that layer, because they're all different.
Could be this week then. Looked like they were still working today on some paving, so.
But they seem to have the streets and the alleys, the approaches.
So I gave Park 100 a heads up that things are getting ready to happen over there. We had to do a little bit of work ahead of time with Park 100 on the water connections. We've got our work there done, and then give them the proper contact for the street department if there's traffic control issues. I don't think we're far enough south where we shouldn't impact the truck traffic, but the employee parking is further south. Could be some challenges there.
Yeah.
So we'll get it figured out. Nothing new out west with our new customer at the old Stellantis factory, waiting to see their next steps on the pre-treatment permit. And then I've got no new news to offer from the task force, utility, county. Last I knew, the attorneys might be discussing some options, and haven't heard back.
No update from there either.
Yeah.
So,
And I wanted to note several of the long-term board members would remember wastewater superintendent Hank Holscher passed away last week. Hank was in his mid-80s and was a 34-year employee of Tipton Utilities. He didn't work here when I started, but I think I met him at maybe Rex's retirement, or
probably.
quite a character
Yeah.
is how the guys have put
He
it.
had his reputation.
So on behalf of the board and the utility, we sent a nice flower arrangement.
Good.
But, I think Hank had left Tipton and moved up north of Winnemac area after retirement. So. Do this again on August 4th. Utility board meeting, August 4th, 4:30.
Very good. Anybody else have anything? Anything else from the board? Comments, concerns? Mr. Rippey, Councilman Rippey?
I'm ready for my nap.
We'll see if we can help you with that. How's that? Bob, you're the Lone Ranger in Gallery, what questions do you have, sir?
No, I think Jim covered everything I wanted. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We are adjourned.
Bob, how's Bill
Thanks,
doing?
everybody.
How's Bill doing? On his knee.
Well, sound for a little bit today.